episode 103 of Movies in Us. I'm TJ.
And I'm Marcus.
And this is the review show that reviews genre movies from the beginning, sometimes. First time.
Yeah.
Today we're covering the 2014 release of Batman Assault on Arkham. It is the 21st animated film from DC in this era. It was directed by Olivia. There's no umlaut, so probably Olivia. Ethan Spalding. It was written by Heath Corson, produced by James Tucker, and starring a plethora of people, including Kevin Conroy, Neil McDonough, Hynden Walsh, Matthew Gray Gubler, Troy Baker, CCH Pounder, Greg Ellis, Giancarlo Esposito, John DiMaggio, Jennifer Hale, Nolan North. These are some big name voice actors, so
they really are.
Like Nolan North is big in video games. Jennifer Hale also big in video games these days too.
Well, even the actors they got, like you said, Giancarlo, whatever his name is, he was in Breaking Bad as the bad guy who owned the chicken place.
And I know CCH Pounder, who's Amanda Waller.
Yep.
Is from one of the NCIS shows.
ER, X-Files, The Shield. She was in so much shit.
Troy Baker is a big video game voice actor.
Yep. Neil McDonough, an actor, if you saw his face, you would know who he is.
Oh, I know who he is. He's in a bunch of superhero stuff.
Yeah, that too. Like
he's in the what's his name from the Arrow shows? I can't remember his name, but he's one of the guys from the Arrow shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he is. Shit.
Even Jennifer Hale, she was in the voice actress for Mass Effect, Metal Gear Solid, BioShock. Like, holy shit. Did you say that already or no?
Yeah, she's big into video games. She's like, I know her as Commander Shepard, the female version of Commander Shepard from Mass Effect.
Jake the Dog again is in this movie. He's been in a lot of these movies thinking about it.
Who?
Bender, Jake the Dog, John Magali.
Yeah. Oh, he's Damien Dark in the Arrowverse.
Oh, okay.
And he was also in Captain America and First Soldier.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter. He was one of the soldiers.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, like I said, yep. These people have been in a lot of shit. You can finish off the list. I'm sorry.
It's left off from Nolan North.
Yeah.
Eric Balza? Sure. Chris Cox.
Sure. Oh, that's great.
Martin Jarvis, Peter Jessup, Christian Lanz, Andrea Romano, Travis Willingham. I know that guy's name.
Really? Oh, he's in from Critical Role.
He's Critical Role, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's also a prolific cartoon and anime voice actor.
Yeah.
Mick Wingert. That's everybody.
Is it? Well, I guess it is, yeah.
Yeah, all the other ones are cameos with no lines and shit. No lines.
No, yeah, which I'd have issues with that, like always.
I mean, we'll get to all that.
Yeah.
The movie is an hour 16. An hour 16.
Weirdly too long. I'll be like at the hour mark. I'm like, oh god, it's almost over. I was like, okay, 15 minutes, but like, gotta wrap this shit up.
I don't know if it was too long. I was like disliking a lot of it, but I don't know. Now that I think about it,
it just felt too long. Like,
I also watched it like earlier, so I got done a little earlier, so maybe that's why I was in it.
That's fair, I guess.
This movie earned $5,820,248 in domestic home video sales.
Which I want to say it's got to be a flop for the movie just because of the cast they have behind it, right? Like,
no, that's about average, honestly, for these animated movies.
These are big name actors. I think it's like someone had to get it. Well, at 2014, they probably aren't as big, I guess. But
no, but like Neil McDonough was already an actor in the Arrowverse at this point.
Yeah.
So a lot of these, and like Troy Baker and.
But even CC and like all that shit. Like I feel like some of these people.
Well, I think she's been I think these guys are all like returning from the animated universe. You know what I mean?
Oh, it makes sense.
So like. I think they already have these guys. They're like, yeah, you want to come back and voice your character or something again?
That are part of a contract. Like, yeah, you got to do it. Or like a suit
or something like that. Yeah, they have to film so many, record so many superhero things. Or something.
Probably, which that would make sense thinking about it. So yeah, with how much was it to make?
5,000,000 something, 800,000. Yeah, 820,000.
Yeah, with almost $6 million in his name. that lands this movie in the top of the box office. It's not in the top anything in the box office, but we're going to do a box office anyways. And I picked numbers 50 through 40 for 2014 because why not? So at number 50 for the worldwide box office 2014, we have a movie that made $169 million. A movie called Dumb and Dumber 2.
Never saw it.
Have you seen the first one, the original one?
Yes.
Okay, I love that. I love the original. That's a really fun, quotable movie.
I mean, I guess.
Not a fan?
It's okay.
Wow.
It's not my favorite Jim Carrey movie.
Oh, what is your Jim Carrey movie? Don't say it, The Mask.
No, I actually, I like, what the hell's it called?
Ace Ventura. Probably. Is it a serious movie?
No, it's a stupid movie.
Okay.
It's not the first name. I like the second Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and it's Ace Ventura.
When Nature Calls, I think.
Yes.
Is the second one.
Is that the one?
I like.
Is that the one where he's birthed with a rhino?
Yeah, I think so.
That's like the best scene in the Jim Carrey movie.
I think that's one I saw a lot when I was younger.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, I like The Mask, but it's not my favorite. I also really liked Liar Liar.
That's a good one. He's done a few good movies. Not the best stuff, but he's done a few good. Batman Forever.
I got a controversial one for you here though. That Grinch movie he did sucked.
I know. I agree. I like. Like he's good in it, I guess.
Yeah, he's good. He's fine.
The movie. The makeup's great.
It's just that movie is terrible.
It's terrible. It's like too dark. And it's like this should be like more festive and it's just something about that movie is like this is not good. And I don't get why it has an acclaim. Because it's live action Grinch, so of course you have the acclaim. But no, I am definitely there with you on that unpopular opinion.
Stick to the classic animated cartoon.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the other Grinch cartoon? There's another one. I think it's based on Halloween.
No.
There's a second Grinch one that I really like. I like the Grinch.
Well, you are the Grinch.
I like the Grinch. Like I always like those characters. I like the Grinch. I like Oscar the Grouch.
It's who you are, TJ. If people saw you in real life, like, oh, okay, yeah, it makes sense. He likes those characters, but they are good characters nonetheless.
Halloween and Grinch Night.
Nope, never heard of that.
1977 it came out. You should check that out one day.
I was 6. I probably seen it, and I just don't recall any of it.
It's also there's actually I forgot about that one too. The Grinch is the Cat in the Hat.
That'd be a fun thing to watch or not watch, but I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah, those are the classic ones.
Yeah.
There's apparently a Grinch that came out in 2022.
Yeah, there's an animated one, 3D animated. Yes.
Really? That's stupid. Why?
Because money. That's why, TJ. I think it was popular. It was during the pandemic, so I guess people saw it. I don't know.
Apparently, there's a How Grinch Stole Christmas musical too.
I think from what I've heard at the time of this recording, they're in talks of making a sequel to the live action Jim Carrey one. Yeah, that's the same thing I said. Like, I'll pass.
Yeah, stick to the original animated ones. They're amazing.
I might have been a big fan of the original animated Christmas cartoons like that, Frosty.
I mean,
they're okay, but like they're not.
Like, the Grinch and the Rankin Bass things are different.
They are, but I feel like they always get lumped together because of holiday animated.
I kind of always put the Grinch in with something like Charlie Brown, or Garfield, or something along those lines. You know what I mean?
That's fair. That's definitely fair. Anyways, number 49, we have the Grand Budapest Hotel, which will hit $172 million.
I don't know what that is.
It's a Wes Anderson movie. It's a artsy.
I don't know who that is.
He's an artsy-fartsy director. I don't think he's very like symmetrical with his design and very like I can't say a film student-y, but like it definitely inspires a lot of film students. I don't think you would like his style. Have you seen? I'm trying to think of the Royal Tenenbaums.
I know the name.
Okay, I'm trying to think of an older movie he's done that you've seen. But I don't think you've seen any of his movies. So, but he's got an art style. Number 48 with 175 million. We have the Monkey King, Havoc in Heaven's Palace.
I don't know what that is either.
Well, the Monkey King is like an ancient.
I know the Monkey King.
Yeah, it's based off of that.
I know what it is. I know like I think it's Chinese.
Okay, I was gonna say it was one of the Chinese or Japanese.
No, it's not Japanese. No, for sure it's not. I
Chinese.
think it's Chinese lore. Yeah.
Yeah, it's based off of that Monkey King, obviously, and they've made a few of those movies.
Yeah, but there's actually within the last year a Monkey Prince DC comic.
Oh, is it good?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. I'm not a real fan of the Chinese mythos.
Really?
Yeah, it just never grabs me. It's too animal-y, if that makes sense.
Animal-y.
Like,
no, it is.
Anthropomorphic.
Yes, yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
Not that it's not that you can't have them, but I prefer it, like, I prefer monsters and stuff like that.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at the next movie in line. It seems like it will not age well. So 20. Okay, are you done with your Asian thing?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't mean to cut you off. At number 47 for $176 million, we have a movie called Serial Bad Weddings, Serial. Now, this movie, I'm reading the synopsis right there. It's a French Catholic couple sees their life get turned upside down when their 4 daughters get married to men of different nationalities and religions. It just seems like, oh, you're marrying a fucking Indian? This is weird.
Yeah, that's either sounds like it's going to be extremely right wing or extremely left wing.
Yes, it's going to offend
and either way, it's going to be bad.
Yes, that's not. I mean, it's probably a reason why it's at number. Well, it's at 47. That's pretty high. But yeah, like I want to watch it out.
Again?
A French Catholic couple sees their life get turned upside down when their 4 daughters get married to men of different nationalities and religions.
The movie would have been better if it was, what's the movie called?
This one?
Yeah.
Serial Bad Weddings.
It would have been better if it was called Serial Bad Weddings, Ceral.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, Serial. Like, no, it's obviously a French. I want to watch it.
Where Captain Crunch is marrying 4 different people.
Yes. We got the Lucky Charms. And
yeah.
That would piss off the right for sure. No, like it's a French film, obviously. So I was just curious how they tackle it in like an offensive way or something. But yeah, that kind of blew my mind reading that. At 46, we have Stand By Me, Doraemon, which made $183 million.
I mean,
it's an animated movie. It's a cat, blue cat looks like.
Oh, so it's Stand By Me, Doraemon. So I mean, the cat's probably named Doraemon.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Yeah, probably.
It's not like Stand By Me :
No.
Doraemon.
Yeah, no colon, no apostrophes, no parentheses or what's that word? Punctuation. Just Stand By Me, Doraemon.
Okay, I got you.
At number 45, we have Breakup Buddies, which made $189 million.
That sounds like a romantic comedy.
Recently cuckolded. Yeah, apparently. Recently cuckolded. Cuckolded. That's not cuckold. So
that's definitely a 2014 movie.
Yeah, it is. And really, from a messy divorce, a hapless former singer hits the road and the bar with his all too helpful best bud. Oh, okay. Nah. I'm good. This just seems raunchy to be raunchy, probably. At number 44, we have a Denzel Washington-led movie with $192 million called The Equalizer.
I think I heard the name. I never saw it, though.
It's kind of like John Wick. It's like a guy going around killing people because something bad happened to him.
It's funny how John Wick is the one that everybody that's... Like, there's 1,000 of those movies, but John Wick still stood out.
Because it's Keanu Reeves. It's visually pretty. The action is pretty good in those movies.
Well, it's also got an interesting premise, too.
It does. I didn't see the newest one. I stopped at number 3, because I think there's 4 now, 4 or 5. I don't know how many are now. The third one, then I was like, okay, it's just like too long. It just kept going and going and going.
I think I've seen the first 2, actually.
Yeah, they're solid movies. They're enjoyable. Number 43, with $196 million, we have The Other Woman.
That's definitely a romantic comedy.
Yeah. After discovering that her boyfriend is married, of course, God, Carly meets the wife he's been betraying. When yet another affair is discovered, all 3 women team up to plot revenge on this 3-timing SOB. I've heard of this movie. It's like a remake, I think. Why
do you need to remake a romantic comedy? They're all the same plot.
It's just updated for fresher people, next audience, and you know.
But it's all the same plot. Every single one of them is the same plot. You just don't need to remake a movie. You just make the same movie with different names.
I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, you might see this one. At number 42 of $203 million, based off a video game, we have Need for Speed.
Nope, never saw it.
Yeah, neither did I. But it's a video game, and I know video games, so.
I know video games, but I don't like racing video games.
Yeah, and it's a dumb one. So let's go past that. At number 41, at $211 million, we have a movie called Fury.
Okay, that could be anything.
Well, a grizzled tank commander makes tough decisions as he and his crew fight their way across Germany in April 1945.
Yeah, so it's another World War II movie. Gotcha.
Yep. It's okay, but the cast is a cast. So we have Brad Pitt. That's the main actor. We have the guy who plays the Punisher, and he's in Walking Dead. He plays Shane.
Oh, the bulky guy.
Yeah, John's.
Oh no, the Netflix.
Yeah, that Punisher.
That Punisher. Okay, yeah, I got you.
He's a good actor. I like him. And they have also your favorite actor, TJ, Shia LaBeouf.
He's a terrible actor.
I have not proved you wrong yet, and I don't like it.
Nope.
And at number 40, with $212 million, a movie based off a play, Into the Woods.
I think we talked about that.
I want to say we have. I know I've talked about it before, either in trailers or probably this.
Maybe you did 40 to 30 or something.
It looks like I did. I did. I'm looking at it. I did. Yeah.
And Into the Woods, is that a Red Riding Hood kind of thing?
A witch tasks a childless baker and his wife with producing magical items from classical fairy tales to reverse a curse put on their family tree. It's not Red Riding. It's like they go into the woods and they come across all the the mythical Shrek fairy tales.
So it's a combination of all.
Yeah.
Is it live action?
This one is, yes.
I like fairy tales.
So do I. And I remember seeing the musical, not seeing the musical, but seeing bits of the musical. Not this movie, but the original musical a while back. I enjoyed this. I want to make a movie out of it. Then I did it, and I was like, oh. It stars Meryl Streep. It has James Gordon. Those are the two actors I've seen.
The commissioner's in it?
No, the fat TV host that no one likes.
I thought he was busy with Batman, but okay.
I mean, he's in this movie, right? The one where he's in this movie? Yeah, he's in this movie. Yeah. And that's the box office. TJ, going back to you.
Behind the scenes. So what you need to know about this movie is that it is taking place in the Arkham video game universe.
What's that mean?
It's not based on the comics. It's based in the video game continuity. It technically takes place between the third game, which is Arkham Origins, which is a prequel.
Whoa, hold on. There's more than 2 games?
I think they're up to 5?
Holy shit. Wow. Oh, I'm old. Holy yeah.
Yes. So yeah, this one is between Arkham Origins, which was the third game released, and the first game. And I think it takes place 2 years before the original game takes place. Which,
wow.
If that's the case, there's a lot of inconsistencies within the freaking continuity between this and the games. You needed to know that so I'm not going to go into any comic lore or anything because this is based on video game continuity and stuff like that.
Video game lore?
I'll talk about it when we get into the actual review.
Okay.
I mean, there's not really much else to say about it. Like, it's got a 75% on Rotten Tomatoes. Some critics like it, some didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah. But, so you said this is the first time we came across Suicide Squad, and you were asking about all of that and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're wondering why this came about. If I remember correctly, at the end of I think Arkham Origins had a spin-off game called Blackgate, which was like a side-scroller, if I remember.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. And I think at the end of that one, they had Amanda Waller trying to recruit various villains to set up a Suicide Squad game.
Really?
Yes. And that game is in development now.
Oh, wow.
It's supposed to come out within the next 2 years. It's going to be
is that the one that's been in development now for forever?
Yes.
Yeah. And the more that's revealed about it, more people are starting to hate the thing?
Yes.
Wow.
So they had the idea for the game. So I guess in the time where they were doing it, they approached the team and said, hey, you guys want to do a movie? And so they came up with this movie.
That's 10 years, TJ. I'm sorry. That's a long time.
Yeah, I know. But what are you going to do? Sometimes video games take forever to make.
But that's not the issue. It's the issue from what I've heard. If that started off as one kind of video game, then with every time they keep releasing new stuff about it, it's becoming, instead of being a first person or whatever, it's becoming a team, or now it's a Fortnite-esque game or something like that. No,
it's not that it keeps changing. It's the more that's revealed about the game, realize the more scummy it is.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of those, I don't know if you don't play video games, so you don't really know what the things are, but this is turned out to be a live service game, it's called. Which means...
Money's probably.
No, well, technically a live service game is a game that they release that they want you to constantly play for years to come. They say they're going to continually update it and stuff, but what that means is they want you to pay for battle passes to get new things. They want to do microtransactions. They want you to do this and this, which usually leads to repetitive bad gameplay, shooting bulbous orbs over and over again, which also leads to unnecessary grinding and unnecessary just garbage that makes the gameplay unbearable to play unless you pay to skip that garbage. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the shit I've seen about that. Because I don't know anything about this game or video games, like you said. But that's the shit I saw about in the video. Like, we're just killing this blue orb because that's what the game's about now. I'm like, wow, that's upsetting.
Yeah. So it's like that. And then there's also the fact that everyone's got guns.
Uh-huh.
It's like Captain Boomerang's supposed to use boomerangs. Why is he shooting a freaking assault rifle? It's also so it also is also a looter shooter, which means you constantly find new weapons and upgrade it, but that doesn't fit for the universe you're playing in because not everybody's supposed to be using freaking guns.
No, they have powers and abilities for freaking reasons.
Yes, it's stupid and it looks like it's gonna be garbage.
But there's gonna be people out there playing it because, of course,
I mean, there's always gonna be people who's willing to waste money.
Yep.
Like I've read someone spend $100,000 on a gun skin in like what's it called? Counter-Strike or something like that.
Yeah.
Like $110,000 for a digital asset.
Yep.
That doesn't even exist.
I can't judge because when I was younger in high school, in middle school, I was playing games on the Xbox 360 and stuff, dating myself, I would pay for, like, they would have the meme store. You could pay for an outfit. Get a pass and use some of the money from the pass to get an outfit or emojis and shit. Like, I used to be like that. And I was like, wow, what a waste of money that was.
It is that money. Back before all the internet and all this digital stuff, all that stuff used to be in video games for free. Yeah. You would just progress through the game and unlock it.
No, it's funny. This wasn't even for the game. This is for my avatar sitting in the dashboard. So I was like, wow, Marcus, this is what I'm spending my money on, huh?
That's just as bad as, anyone who's a sports gamer buying a new game every year just for an updated roster and buying cards for starting over every freaking year. It's
I can
stupid.
see if you're young, but like at a certain point, like you're playing the same game as last year, right?
You shouldn't buy DLC unless it is a story expansion.
I'd rather just sell me another game at that point, or like, hey, here's a smaller disc or download.
Well, that's exactly.
Because now I was against download because but everything's download now.
Yeah,
again, I haven't played games since disc were mandatory. So
yeah, no, like. If there's a story expansion that expands on it and they add new areas and new stuff like that, then it's justifiable in my experience because they're adding to the game. They're giving you more of the game. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're just not looking different or doing a little dance or something, or your gun's blue now, or none of that is that all should be free, but they're never gonna make that stuff free ever again.
No, because it's such a profitable thing that people do anyway. So that's why I stopped gaming, TJ. That's why I stopped gaming.
Gaming is good for you. You should game.
Nah, I'm good. Anyways, no more gaming rants. Is that it for behind the scenes stuff?
Yeah, I guess.
What about trailers?
I got a lot of Batman trailers.
Ugh. God, of course. Let's talk about them, I guess.
The first trailer I got is for Arkham Knight, which is the 4th video game in this Arkham series. I also got a trailer for Lego Batman 3.
Oh, wow.
So I think that's a video game, though. There isn't actually a Lego Batman 3 movie, right?
Yeah, because at this point, there's only been, I know for sure one Lego Batman movie.
I thought there was 2.
So yeah, at least 2, but I don't think. Well, this is 2014, right? So yeah, there's no way it was 3.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because I don't even think the first Lego Batman movie came. When did the Lego movie come out? 2012? No.
I don't know.
Look that up real quick.
I actually never saw that movie. So
it's well, we would have seen it by now, review wise, I guess. 2017. It's a good movie. It's a funny, good movie. I like the Lego movie as well.
All right, I also got a trailer for Son of Batman, which we already watched and covered.
Go watch the episode, watch it, or feel about our opinions. Did I hate it? I don't recall.
Yeah, we didn't like it.
Okay.
I got a trailer for...
I'm sure if it's Batman oriented, I'm not going to really enjoy it.
That's not true. There's a couple Batman movies you liked.
Yeah, I guess. I would assume so.
I also got a trailer for Beware the Batman, the animated TV show. And then I got a trailer for the DC Collectibles, the toys.
Oh, cute.
A video game called Infinite Crisis.
Okay.
Which is like MMO, DC Universe kind of thing.
Yes.
And then Ben 10 Omniverse.
Oh, wow, that's out of left field.
Yeah, and it's only like 5 episodes on the DVD, so it's like one of those compilation ones, which is garbage.
Oh, God, that suck.
But that's all the trailers.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah.
You got quiet.
I guess that's it. We're going diving into the review.
I'm looking at the movie right now. I didn't know Harley Quinn was playing or watching a Daffy Duck cartoon.
Did you not watch the movie?
No, I did. But I saw that scene, but I didn't know she was playing or watching that. I guess I looked away for a second or something. But wow, okay, shameless plugs, huh? Yeah, let's go to the review, TJ.
So we just jump right into this movie. There's like no introduction.
No. And actually, I was kind of grateful for that.
And actually, the opening scene's not bad. So
No.
the animation and like the fight scenes and the fluidity of this is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So it's like it's fast. So it's like so kind of was like, oh, this is pretty impressive. But then you find out that the Batman stuff in this is kind of the only thing that's any good in it.
Okay, I'm gonna say something right now, TJ. I really enjoyed this movie.
Did you?
Yes, I know I said off screen I hated it because I didn't. Because I thought you were gonna have the opposite reaction that you did, but I surprisingly enjoyed it. This movie has its flaws. I will not deny that. It has a lot of flaws and things I do not care for. But I was surprised how much I enjoyed this dumb movie.
Okay.
I'll say that up front.
I was surprised that you hated it.
Yeah?
When you told me that.
Yes.
Because I watched this movie and I was like, this movie is not for me, but Marcus is going to love it.
Yes. And
that's why I was like, oh, you really?
Yeah. I was surprised because there are a lot of things I don't care for about this movie, but for some reason, enough of it jives. Like, okay, I can watch this again.
Yeah, I kind of figured this is right up your alley, honestly.
I don't know why it is.
But I was just like, I was watching it and I couldn't get into it. It just bothered me.
Yeah, I could definitely understand why it does, and I get why you would have your negative criticism for it.
But like the animation is really good.
Yeah,
it's very solid. And another good thing I could talk about it is it's very like the locations. Like they show you locations of different areas, and I'm like, I recognize that exactly from the video game.
Yeah.
I know this exactly from that point. This is exactly what that looked like in the game.
Which is awesome.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. You said which is awesome, and then you get cut off. So
I was going to say this is awesome, but I was going to say something. I was like, I don't want to say what I was going to say. So I was like, let's just stop mid-sentence.
Why?
I was going to say it's awesome because, damn you, TJ. Because I never played Arkham, the games. I never played them. I've seen play footage of them and it looks like fun, but they're always like dark and gritty. The way they depict Arkham Asylum in this movie is like, oh, it's actually clean and like a good facility to work at. It seems like well managed and shit. And so I was like, oh, that's a pleasant thing. So every time I've seen Arkham, it's always like just dungy and dirty and like, like a bad mental asylum. So this seemed like, oh, okay, I have to take care of the place.
Well, that's the thing about Arkham Asylum. The whole game takes place in Arkham Asylum. So they have to flesh out the entire asylum.
Which is awesome.
So to make a whole game out of it. And the game is, the Arkham Asylum and then Arkham City are actually really, really good.
Yeah.
Arkham Origins is a little buggy.
Oh, okay.
And a little, it's not very polished. And the fight, and some people don't like the fighting in it because the flow kind of changed because he's a younger Batman and stuff like that. But it's not terrible.
Okay. And
then, what was it? Arkham Knight, which is the last one with it, was very Batmobile heavy.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's still decent. I mean, the people who played it on PC hated it because it was a disaster. But that's why you shouldn't play games on PC. Anyway.
Wow. That's a controversial statement.
I know it is. But, like...
Holy shit.
Go back to another gaming rant here. Over the last few months and stuff, people are like... The PC port is broken, and it's, you always hear about the PC port broken. You know why the PC ports are always broken? Because every freaking PC has different requirements to run different things and stuff like that. Whereas you just play it on console, it's made for the console.
Yes.
It works.
And I want to build a PC, not just for gaming, but like editing and all that shit, like just doing all my stuff. So it has better RAM and stuff like that. But like, yeah, what you said there, because everyone builds their PC to their own needs and specificities,
right?
So the games aren't gonna like flow as well as they should, I guess.
And I'm not defending like PC ports being terrible. They should make the games work. It's but like at the same time, sometimes it's not the game's fault that it's not working on your PC. Exactly, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like they're just making shitty PC ports because it's hard to port a console game to a PC because it's not made for that. Yeah. But anyway, I'm sorry.
That's right. And you can say this because you have a PC and you have console, so you can.
I have a custom built PC as well as a regular expensive, just plain old gaming PC.
Yeah. So you can say this and like not be biased.
Yeah. I also don't like keyboard and mouse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I know it's better accuracy and stuff like that, but I would rather have a controller in my hand.
I'm both. I like both. It just depends.
I don't remember what we were talking about, but...
Because we're talking about the Arkham games. I was saying how the Arkham in this game and movie looks really fleshed out nice. And how much I like the movie.
It's also easier to do that because they have a blueprint.
Yeah, yes.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. So tell me what you liked about this then.
God, man. I wish I knew what I liked about it. Okay. I enjoy the characters to a point, even though the characterizations are great. Their motivations are there. Like, it's just very surface level movie. It's not a deep movie. Maybe that's what I liked about it, because it wasn't deep and philosophical. It's like, so I didn't have nothing like to nitpick about it. Like, okay, it's just guys gotta do a thing and not do the thing they don't want to do. So
let's say this right from the start. The main characters are the Suicide Squad.
And as it should be.
And, but my problem is, I hated every member of the Suicide Squad.
As you should, because they're villains.
No, not because they were villains.
No.
I just hated the characterization of each one of them.
And I can agree with that. Although the only characterization I liked I liked Captain Boomerang to a point. And I did like the Killer Shark, even though it wasn't really him. And I was kind of sad when he died, spoiler alert, in the movie. Like, oh no, I like the character.
So let's start with how this movie opens.
Yeah.
Because the first act is Amanda Waller's as after the Riddler, because the Riddler, spoiler, figured out a way to disarm the bombs she puts in people in their Suicide Squad's necks. Meanwhile, Batman's after him because he thinks the Riddler had known something about the Joker having a dirty bomb somewhere in the city, and Batman trying to find his dirty bomb is in the background throughout the rest of the movie.
And I fucking love that. Like, to me, that's like the best use of a Batman in a movie. Put him in the background doing Batman shit. I don't need to focus on him. Like, have him be in the presence, have him come in sometimes and do Batman shit and just leave.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like, that when Batman was on screen, this movie was really good.
It was good, but then he would disappear. Like, yes, no more Batman for a while. Like, it was good. It was a good enough Batman.
But like when he disappeared, then I was left with these characters.
Yeah.
And I hated the voice acting of practically every one of them.
Yeah, they were distracting.
So that's pretty much going on. So Amanda Waller, after failing to get the Riddler goes to Arkham. She brings in her Suicide Squad to infiltrate Arkham. First of all, why are all these guys on the street if they're supposed to be in a Suicide Squad?
Weird, right?
Like, she's kidnapping people off the street. Like, I get it, some of them are new, but like, there's a core cast that was already on the street. The Suicide Squad is supposed to be in prison, and the whole point of it is she'll take prison time off of your sentence if you do these missions.
Yes.
Half these people were just brought in, pretty much kidnapped off the street.
I agree, though. Because, yeah, she's supposed to take time off your prison. But I figured she got you guys doing a crime or being just bad. Because one guy was bathing in blood. Killer, the croc guy, Killer Shark. So he's bathing in blood from victims. So, like, okay, we caught you.
Yeah, I know.
Take time off your prison sentence by doing anything I want you to do.
But these guys were already doing this, and now that she needs them, she goes out. I mean, they should already be arrested. If she could just do this on a whim, why isn't she already arresting them?
Maybe because, I don't know, reasons. The movie's got a movie. It wasn't a problem for me, I guess.
No, it bothered me because that's not how the Suicide Squad works.
I mean, got most of the other elements for the Suicide Squad correct, I guess.
All right, now speaking of which, let's go through the Suicide Squad. We got Deadshot, Floyd Lawson. The movie is basically about him.
Yeah.
And like, it's kind of the characterization. Like, in the comics, he has a daughter and stuff like this, but he's like, I don't want to say sympathetic because he's not.
He's not, and I should have dove more into that. I kind of feel, or maybe
he kind of tried to make him out as the leader of this tactical mastermind, but they don't succeed at it.
No,
and it's kind of terrible, honestly.
Yes, yeah, I can't deny that. Like, yes,
I kind of hated him the most out of this entire movie.
Really?
Yeah, because he's just like, why are we following him? Why are we rooting for him to succeed here? Because they show us a picture of his daughter?
That's pretty much, he was the most humanized of them for some reason, I guess. The other guys are more just like, oh, we have Harley, we have Captain, we have all these other weird people. He's the most normal, I guess.
And they make him out to be better than both Batman and the Joker?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yes.
No way. He's a B-list Batman villain at best.
Yes.
No. So yeah, I didn't like Deadshot in this at all. And then there's Harley. Her voice actor is annoying.
So it's either the voice acting or what they gave her to say and do, because she was just really like, I was thinking to myself, is Harley always this bad or is it just me? But I'm glad you had the same criticism as I did. So.
No, her voice acting is bad.
Yeah. Her
crazy stickiness is too annoying.
Yes.
And this is not just Harley, but her and Killer Frost.
Wow.
Her and Killer Frost are nothing but sex symbols in this.
Nope.
They're just here to be sexy.
Nope, never had that. I had that only with Harley, but I never felt that with Killer Frost at all.
Killer Frost is naked like 3 times in this movie.
Wow, this is usually me complaining about this shit.
Because this one, they're both scantily clad, and they're shown naked several times throughout the movie. In fact, Harley is like he's trying to get in Deadshot's pants, and then it happens.
To be fair, Deadshot was naked. We had Killer Shark naked when he's bathing in the blood. So it must have been naked.
Killer Shark is supposed to be naked. He's a shark.
Deadshot was naked.
Deadshot was naked because they had sex.
Yeah, that scene was really like, why is this scene existing?
It's just and it's showing that only loose women are terrible people and how crazy and because we get Poison Ivy later, and of course she's like scantily dressed too. Like, of course. Yeah, so like it's just like sex is bad. You can't have it, and especially women who like sex. Terrible people. They're villains. You can't have them. That's why we should control their body, and like they can't have sex, can't have abortion, they can't have pregnancy pills. The characterization of the women in this was terrible. I don't think Killer Frost is as bad, but yes, it wasn't the best female characterization. They literally bring her in naked as a corpse so that she can surprise, so that the mortician can be creepy looking at the dead, naked, attractive woman earlier. Yeah. Don't tell me that's not. I mean, you lose the body, but like it's not bad though. I don't think that's a negative thing. And the first thing both Killer Frost and Harley Quinn do is Harley Quinn goes after Deadshot and Killer Frost goes after King Shark. They both automatically put it into a relationship. No, she does not go after King Shark. Yes, she does. No, it's more like a brother-sister kind of thing. That's what. No, it is not. Yes, it is. It's not a sexualized thing at all. It's definitely a sexualized thing. It is why? Because he's big and ugly looking. She can't have feelings for him. No, she literally pet in his face after he shaves him. Yeah, he saves. It's not sexualized. You. I never got. It's like she was like. When they first met, she was like, I don't like this guy. He's like, whatever. He saves her life. He's like, oh, thank you. Like, good job, animal. She says she doesn't like Boomerang. And then Killer Shark goes into it. Oh, and she says something, and he blushes, and no, it's definitely it's not like sexual. It's more, if anything, it's like flirtatious. But the first thing they do is pair the 2 women up with 2 other guys. Oh, yeah, that's bad. Put them in relationships. That's what I was saying. But at the same time, like Harley Quinn's was bad because it was like, okay, she just went straight to sex and the thing. At least Killer Frost and the shark guy slowly became like. They would become a thing because he dies and she didn't have any remorse. They did not slowly. They were. I'm looking at it right now. It was like when he saved her. He saved her from falling to her death. 15 minutes in, and they're already all over each other. He saved her. Yeah, but that's before he saved her. They're already flirting. And she landed on him. He carries her through the mud. Before that, on the plane, they're already flirting. Are they? Yes. I don't think they were. You want to rewatch it? How are they flirting on the plane? Unless we saw some different damn scene. No. Let me see. It's right after Boomerang. Right now. I'm listening. Right after Boomerang. I'm watching it right now, so don't say anything. Right after do it and I bite it off. She laughs at his dumb joke. He smiles at her. Okay, they're a little flirty. So what? Yeah, it's a little. That's like right in the beginning. They're already put together. Yeah, but it's not like bad. But then that's definitely not brother sister, like you were saying. Okay, fine. But at least it's not like I want to jump your bones, shark. Like it was still like some kind of nuance to the shit. It's still. This is ridiculous. If this was like 6 episodes ago, you'd be on the opposite of this argument. Probably, but like I wasn't so. Their relationship it's only because you like this movie that you're even defending this. What? Oh yeah, for sure. If I hate this movie, I'm like, fuck this. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I just didn't find it egregious. That's all. I didn't find it. I found it egregious. I found the third act egregious. The third act was terrible. We'll get into that. We'll get to the third act. But this, like their romantic, flirtatious thing. Well, not. I mean, Harley and Deadshot was the most in the face, but and I think that's why I was more distracted by that and that dumb sex scene. Like, why is this here? I hate everything about this. So that overshadowed this for me. It did overshadow it, but it didn't overshadow it for me. It compounded the fact that it was there, and that's fair. That's definitely fair. But I don't think
Yeah. They shouldn't team up every girl with a guy to be a sexual object.
Like, why are we having romantic relationships between the Suicide Squad in the first place? They're all criminals on pretty much on death row here.
I mean, why can't they still have romantic things though?
Because that's not how the Suicide Squad works, because it's just added here for the sex. It's added here for that.
Okay, but I think if they didn't have the Harley Quinn and Deadshot thing, and if they had Killer Frost and the Shark Guy slowly become like a thing, then in the movie,
I wouldn't be as mad about it. It's that compounded onto it.
Yes.
Having both females do it automatically, and having the compounded contraction and them to being, sexualized throughout the rest of the movie really made it bother.
I will concede and give you 100% that, sure. But if they would have properly do it, I have nothing against it being in the movie.
And it wasn't done that well either.
No, I don't think any of the characterizations of these characters were done well. I don't think any motivations were done well. Like this, this isn't a good movie. I just enjoy. That's all I'm saying. This is not a good movie. I'm just showing you what I enjoyed. I'm just saying, the thing you hated, I didn't hate as much.
That's fine.
Yeah, but the characterizations aren't good.
Anyway.
And you're right. If I came in hating this movie, I would have completely deemed this a sexualized anti-feminist movie for sure.
No, I'm not even saying it's anti-feminist or anything like that. It's just the writers
are high. I'll say okay. You said right there. This is definitely a middle school, high school kind of boy movie.
Yeah, the writers don't know how to write women.
Nope.
So it was.
It's not knowing how to write women. The trying to be stylized and actiony, but kind of failing at points with that is bad. There's blood in the beginning of the movie to show that it's bloody and edgy, and then never again in the movie. Even
now that you're saying it, it does feel like an edgy high schooler wrote
it is. That's why I enjoy oh man, high school Marcus would have love this movie. It's very this movie reminded me, it's like a precursor to the new Harley Quinn show. It's a precursor to a lot of things that DC's doing now.
Except the Harley Quinn show is awesome.
Yes. No, that's what I'm saying. This is a precursor in the sense it kind of knows where it wants to be, but it's falling in a lot of those areas. The Harley Quinn show picked it up and no, this is how you do it is better. This is how you do what you're trying to do. So if they were to do this movie now with that kind of gravitas of the Harley Quinn show, it'd be great. But 2014, they had to stumble before they could run, right? So that's what I got from this movie. It's it's trying to be something. There's cussing, there's flipping people off and all that shit. Okay, it's edgy and it's almost good, but but the main thing against the movie is the characterization of the characters. Okay, my rant's over. You come back to you, teacher. I'm sorry.
I was looking up the guy who wrote this as IMDb.
Oh, okay.
And it's pretty much he wrote Justice League War, which we both hated.
Yep. I remember his name seemed familiar when you said it earlier.
He wrote the next Justice League movie that we're going to cover.
And we're going to hate.
He's also wrote one of those Batman Unlimited that Batman toy movies that we have to cover. Man. Actually, he wrote 2 of them. He also wrote Tom and Jerry Spy Quest and a couple Lego movies, a couple Halo movie. More Justice League. He wrote the Scream TV show.
Yeah, looking at that, he did the Halo, the Fall. He's got a career. Nothing.
He's got a career writing crap. Apparently,
yeah,
sure.
But it's a career. It pays his bills.
I heard. I don't know if it was He-Man and the Master of the Universe that was here to bad, or if it was the other one.
One of them. I don't. There was a few reboots recently. I don't know which one was which.
Yeah. Anyway.
Although I'm gonna say it right now, just by judging a book by its cover, it looks like that's the bad one. It's just visually, it looks terrible. So who knows? It could be good.
All right. So where was I? I was at Harley.
Oh yeah.
We have Captain Boomerang. He's okay. He's just there to be annoying and be the sleazebag. So Black Spider, I don't actually know much about him. He's like a C-list Batman villain.
Yeah, you're not gonna learn anything about him in this either. So
I looked him up. Apparently, he was a heroin addict.
Oh, okay.
And he went to jail, and when he got out, he kicked the habit and became a vigilante that killed and was killing drug dealers essentially because he was on drugs, so drugs are bad.
Of course. And
then it turns out he was being supported by the head of the drug organization, and he didn't know it. And then he blew himself up for killing him, and then somehow was resurrected later without explanation.
Probably in the Lazarus Pit.
Huh?
Lazarus Pit, right?
No, he literally was blew himself up and was dead, and then he just showed up in one of the Neil Gaiman's Sandman comics.
Oh, okay.
With no explanation.
Is the Sandman comics in DC Universe?
When they were created, yes, the original Sandman comics were.
Oh shit! Did not know that.
Yeah, there's a couple of crossovers with other characters. in the original run.
Huh.
They show up a little here and there throughout. Yeah.
Did not know that.
The original run of Sandland is actually pretty good if you're interested in that.
Kind of am, actually, now.
We have King Shark, who is... The design is not any King Shark that I've ever seen
No,
before.
but I do really enjoy this design. They shouldn't call him King Shark, but I like this character.
I mean, okay. Yeah, I mean, if they gave him a different name, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Because, one, they kill him, and King Shark's like a major player in the Suicide Squad, so why would you kill him off later?
Shock value. And they got me. At that point, I was like, well, this movie. I'm done with this movie.
Right.
I was upset. Like, no, man.
And then there's Killer Frost, who is actually... It's strange, because at this point in the DC universe, there was... Caitlin Snow was Killer Frost, but they used the actual second iteration of Killer Frost from the comics.
Yeah.
So they decided to go with her for some reason, and then they just kill her off later too.
Is she die in this? Yeah, yeah. The third act.
Yeah, because she
she
was in the car when it exploded.
And that's what I don't like about this movie. Like, okay, the characterizations are bad. They should kill these characters off because it's essentially a what-if, essentially. Like, what the f*** going on here?
They're killing the characters off because it's a Suicide Squad, and look, everyone's gonna die. And what's worst is, King Shark and another one of the characters are actually retconned back into the continuity later.
Yeah, because they're popular characters and, for a reason.
So it's like,
weird.
This is stupid.
Yeah.
Like...
Again,
and then there was,
I enjoyed the movie, but it's really dumb.
And then there was KGB Beast.
I love that character.
Well, that was insulting to that character.
It really was.
KG Beast was actually one of, at least in racing comics, is one of the top assassins in the world.
Uh-huh.
He was actually hired by Bane and shot Nightwing in the head.
Wow.
And I mean, he just almost killed him, but shot him in the head. And Dick Grayson lost his memory for 12 issues of his comic. It was a terrible run. I think they changed his name to Rick Grayson because I guess they wanted to try to get rid of his name as Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
It didn't work. It was terrible. Anyway, they got rid of that later. But he shot Nightwing in the head, and then Batman in a later issue found him in Siberia or something, broke his back, and left him in the snow to die.
Jesus.
KG Beast is actually a badass. And then here, he did just blow his head off for the first 5 minutes. It's like, why? You could have any C-list villain. Why take someone who's actually pretty cool and then just murder him?
I think it's because it's just show us anyone can die, guys. But yeah, they could have...
Yeah, but
I know.
outside of true comic book fans, who knows who the KG Beast is?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I was kind of upset. I was oh, we have the KG Beast in here. Oh, man.
I did not like the Suicide Squad at all.
No, and again, it's the characterization in this movie. It's how
I will say though.
Yeah.
All the other characters, like the Penguin and stuff like that, felt like they came out of the Arkham games.
Yes.
So, everybody in the Suicide Squad, with the exception of Harley Quinn, it's not really in the Arkham games.
No.
So, and they just don't fit, whereas everything else already has characterization and stuff, and it feels like it belongs in the movie and in the continuity, where this is just the rest of these characters just suck.
Yeah, it's obvious that's why they, you could tell what was from the video game and what wasn't.
All right. So, anyway, I'm done explaining who they are. Second act is Suicide Squad trying to break into Arkham, and it's turned into a heist. Well, it starts off like a heist movie, honestly, and now it's an actual heist movie. And I guess that would be cool if it was
good.
Felt like a heist movie instead of a superhero movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So Harley gets arrested and gets sent to Arkham, and then she sees the Joker and stuff like that, and hijinks ensues. I'm watching the scene where Harley's shooting the Joker.
Yeah. And
then she shoots inside his cell and breaks it.
Yeah.
I'm actually wondering if that was intentional or not, because they make it seem like it was later, but don't feel like it is in the scene.
It doesn't feel like it at all.
Right.
Yeah. And maybe it's just me, but with the Joker cowered like that under the bed.
If the bullet was bouncing around his cell like that, I think so.
Would he? Or is he just maniacal enough to this is fun now? Or
No, he was laughing when it wasn't he's sure it was if Batman had to do it, maybe he would sit there, but
true.
He's got the power dynamic with Harley, so if he lets him get hurt by Harley, that's kind of not okay in his head. So
that's fair. I love Harley Quinn and Joker. I love the toxicity between the two.
Yeah, but it is Texas.
Oh yeah, I'm not denying that, but I really genuinely love those two characters. I would love to see them. It probably would not be good to have them on screen together in live action because of how bad they are together and how impressionable people are. And like, this is a good couple, but I really do love them, TJ.
I mean,
it would be just fun to see how that, like, a good, strong writer and director could pull that off and, like, just
my three favorite DC villains, I guess, / anti-villains are, well, Joker's always a villain, but Joker, Harley, and Ivy.
Yes.
And those three are always kind of in a bit of a love triangle. So... And I love my Ivy and Harley are my favorite DC relationship.
Yes.
Period. But so it's when they're at odds with each other. Like when Harley is being abused by Joker, she runs to Ivy, and then Ivy's like, "Why are you with this guy?" and stuff like that. It's fun from a story point.
Yes.
Story angle.
Yes.
I mean, if this was a real life thing, it would be terrible and miserable.
Yes.
So just keep that to comics and fiction. So.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would like to see like maybe a miniseries live action, like 6 episodes at most of it, because I wouldn't mind seeing this like portrayed in live action, but I know how toxic and like how bad it could be if not handled properly.
Right. I mean, like that Suicide Squad movie wasn't good.
The OG one?
The live action one.
There was 2 of them.
The original one, yeah.
It's not. I liked it, but it's not good.
But especially their relationship.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, in the hands of a competent writer and director, I think it'd be a fun evaluation of like mental health and shit like that. Just,
I mean, we'll see what James Gunn does.
Yeah.
So.
I hope. I hope it's good.
Yeah, I do too. We just gotta wait and see now.
Yeah, I know. Because I really do like them a lot together. I didn't think I would like them as much as I did, but they've just been more and more growing on me.
Well, that's the thing about Batman. Batman
Sucks.
himself isn't the. He's not my favorite. No, he never was.
No, it's his rogues gallery.
It's not just his rogue gallery, but even his side characters. Like it's everyone around Batman that's awesome.
Yeah, like I said, Nightwing, fantastic. Yeah. The Robins, all of them. Like
you can even Alfred is also.
Yeah.
So love his side characters. I love his villains.
I'll say this, like not being happy to say it, but I think Batman, when he's written well, he's done fine. He's a good character.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of Batman stories that I love. Yeah,
but I think, like you said before, he's just Mary Sue too much. It's like,
oh yeah, people definitely take Batman in weird directions,
and that's why I don't like him. Like, of course, he's got to be great at everything. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, like the old story. Batman can take anybody as long as he's prepared. I mean, sure.
Yeah,
but in practice,
like, no. Exactly. That's why I like him in this movie, because he's like, okay, it's Batman, but he's in the behind the scenes. Like, oh, cool, that's good. Let him do his thing, so I'm not focused on him, so I don't have to hate him.
Right. But like, did you see the new Batman movie, the newest one?
Patterson? Yeah,
it was good.
It was long.
But it was good.
It was. I walked out the theater not knowing how I felt about it, because it was technically a good movie, but there's just something I did not care for it. And maybe because it was like at the height of me being angry at our reviews for being so long. And I was like watching it thinking like, God, do this minute by minute. I'm going to be so upset. So like maybe it was that, but there was something about the movie I just didn't care for. But it is a good movie overall.
But the characterization of Batman was really good in it.
Yes, if I recall,
because it was focusing him on being a detective and stuff. Like
I think it was that was good. I think it was just too dark and dreary too. Like it was just too I was like, I just want to kill myself after, like, not kill myself. I was like, God, this movie's like really just bringing me down.
Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, sometimes Batman's a dick.
Yeah.
Like, there's some storylines. It's like, why are we like treating everyone like dicks? Just talk to people. Stop being such an asshole all the time.
Yes.
And maybe things won't fall apart every time things fall apart.
Which is great, because like when he teams up with Superman, the contrast there is fantastic when done right. Yeah, exactly. When done right. So like him being a dick is great sometimes.
Yeah, like obviously, but like when he's keeping secrets from everybody and has the plans and won't bring anyone in on the plans, and that's why the plans fall the freaking apart, because you won't share what's going on, and because you think you know what's happening, and it's like, and then the worst is they do it and make them look stupid for story reasons. Oh, that's the point of the story, because now everything falls apart and it's Batman's fault, and that the cops now are after him or hate him and stuff like that.
Yes. I'm not how we always get in Batman rants and it's DC fucking things,
and it's always different.
It is. I mostly agree with everything you're saying in this one too. I was like,
anyway, so they go through and they're after the Riddler's Kane because it has all the identities of the Suicide Squad on it.
Which, like, why would that matter, right?
Yeah, first of all, I guess it's to reveal the secret program at Task Force X.
With what?
To reveal the secret program that is Task Force X.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's it.
Okay.
But fair enough. But when they showed us some of the thing, it showed some of the characters here, which we were told were brand new characters to the Suicide Squad. So, what?
Well, I guess they were already on the list for her to capture.
I guess, maybe.
And
it does,
yeah, who knows? So, who knows?
It's stupid. Yeah. And anyway, so she wants the Kane and she wants Riddler dead. And she calls Killer Frost, of all people, to do it for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why she chose her. She's brand freaking new to this. Why wouldn't it be more sense to give it to Boomerang?
Boomerang, Deadshot, like...
Well, no, I understand why Deadshot's not, because he's the leader and he's like the most... She doesn't really trust him.
I guess.
You know what I mean?
I guess.
But Boomerang and Deadshot have been at odds the whole movie.
True. That's true. That's very true. Yeah.
So, or even Harley made more sense.
Or even the other ninja, right?
And no, he was new to the Suicide Squad too.
Oh, okay.
And besides, if the ninja was doing that, he couldn't get captured by Batman, and Batman couldn't switch places.
True.
That's the only reason why Black Spider's in it, is because he's got a full bodysuit that covers his whole body.
And that twist was predictable when it happened. Like, yeah, of course it's fucking Batman.
Anyway, so the second act is the heist, and then the third act is them realizing, getting the cane, but realizing there's nothing in it, and then Killer Frost going to kill Riddler, and then him telling her that I know how to defuse the bomb. So now they're going, so they all meet up, and they go defuse the bombs by electroshock therapy.
Yeah.
And this is another thing that bothers me about the Suicide Squad in general. You're not going to kill Harley Quinn. You're not going to kill Deadshot.
Oh, because of like the plot armor.
Because of plot armor.
Yeah, yes.
So when you go and explode their heads.
Yes.
So King Shark dies and Black Spider dies. Ooh, it's not even the real King Shark. And we don't even know who Black Spider is. He's disguised as Batman right now. And, and then pretty much all hell breaks loose at the end. And there's a giant fight and everyone's trying to escape, right?
This third act is stupid.
Because the bombs are defused, so now they're free to just escape. So everyone's trying to escape, and instead of working together, they all separate and like fight each other. And
really
it's like,
stupid,
why?
Right? Yeah. The one helicopter lands, like, okay, we can go there, and they start fighting each other for it. Be a team and get to it. Like,
I know, really, they can fit everybody.
What? Why are you guys gonna kill each other now? This is stupid. Yeah, because the helicopter's easily big enough to character it was so fucking dumb.
Honestly, this whole third act is just an excuse to bring out Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy's. Yeah, dance.
Two-Face, just to show these characters.
Yeah, but my biggest gripe is they don't have lines. Like, okay, cool cameos, but at least has anybody voice them or something.
But this is a good example of the good Batman stuff. Like, we cut over to Batman, and he's just running through the street, and Zaz is about to kill a girl. He shows up and says, "I'm too busy for this," and just takes him out in 3 seconds.
Love that. I love that. Like, him just being so focused on the Joker, any bullshit he's got to deal with, like, I don't have time for you guys' petty shit. It's great. Him figuring out, oh, this is yesterday's feed because these guys don't work on Fridays and Saturdays. Like, that's good.
Like he knows who the staff is as Arkham Asylum. I mean, he would know it. It's not unbelievable. It's like it's any other person who said, "Oh, that's the guy." You don't know that, but it's Batman. I'm like, I believe for sure that he knows who's on staff right now.
That's his job. He would be buddy of all of them and know their backgrounds and who they are because he's that guy. That makes sense. Like, okay, I enjoy that. This is probably the best Batman I've seen in a long time, TJ.
Yeah, it's because it's based on a great Batman from the video games.
Yes.
Whereas they put characters in that have no characterization from the games, and they didn't know what to do with them.
Yep. It's like, okay, I guess we just kill them off now. It's like, this is dumb. The third act was just a mess. Yeah,
and the third act was also an excuse just to kill all the rest of the Suicide Squad off.
And then kind of kill Joker, but not really, because
Deadshot gets away in the helicopter, and Harley and Joker somehow, because, all right, earlier, they were all thing. Joker gets out of prison. He teams up with Joker, shows up, and I guess he's about to attack Deadshot. But there's 4-on-1 right now. I don't care if it's the Joker. These are still 4 supervillains.
Yes.
Why are they so scared of the Joker at this point? But Joker's jealous that Deadshot. And that's why the whole sex thing happened, so that Joker would be jealous of Deadshot for
They could have done that
reasons.
any other way. She could have kissed him on the cheek and left some makeup on, and that's it.
I know.
Like, they could have done anything else besides that dumb sex scene.
And because this is a prequel to the original game, I knew that Harley had to end up with Joker because she's with him in the first game.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, I know she's in the Suicide Squad. How long has she been in the Suicide Squad at this point? Like, where is this even real? This really doesn't fit into the continuity at all.
No.
So it's like, so Joker's with Harley, and then they end up getting on the helicopter at the end with Deadshot. But Batman realizes Joker's on the helicopter with his visor thing. And he flies, and then there's a crash, and the bomb's in Harley's mallet, so he defuses the bomb, takes Harley out, and then Deadshot somehow takes the Joker and puts him down after he gets stabbed 17 times. And then, does Batman and Deadshot don't fight, right? Deadshot just gets away?
Yeah, because Batman defuses the bomb.
Batman defuses the bomb, and the movie's practically over. Batman goes and threatens him in the war and saying, "You're not doing this again." And War's like, "We're the government. What are you going to do?"
Yeah.
And I guess that's enough to put Batman into his place. That never stopped Batman before, but apparently it stops him here.
Yeah.
Whatever. But Deadshot's got Amanda Waller in his sights and just says bang and doesn't shoot him. And he's got his daughter sitting, and then the movie ends.
Yeah, it's like, okay. I was enjoying the movie up until the third act. Like, this is messy. They didn't know what to do with this, huh? Yeah.
No, the movie just left a bad impression on me. I didn't like it.
I could definitely see why. It was a fun, dumb high school ride for me. That's why I was like, okay, this is dumb. I can enjoy this. It's edgy enough, I guess, but stupid.
Yeah, I mean, but I had to get a little more detail into it because of how annoying.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. What would you give this thing?
I think I'm at a 4.
Oh, that's fair. I can't argue that. That's fair. What did you like about it besides the animation?
I liked everything with Batman in it.
Yeah, all his stuff.
Yeah, anytime Batman was on screen, because anytime Batman was on screen, it was an action scene.
Yes, that was a good action scene.
And like, there's either an action scene or some detective stuff happening.
Yes, yeah.
And since the animation is actually pretty beautiful in this movie, it's like it was a treat to see anything that happened in it like that.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
It's just anytime the Suicide Squad's like doing their heist thing, it was just garbage to me.
Yeah, and maybe like you said earlier, because maybe it wasn't really heisty. It was like
it was just like superhero version of heisty, and it's like
yeah, it's like I would give this a 5. It's okay. Maybe a 4. The third act really put this down.
You can give it whatever your heart desires.
No, I know, but like the third act wasn't strong, so like that's what really suffered. Like, the movie's it's like a 4. If I give it a 4.5, I would give this a 4, just because it's watchable. But it's like you're gonna have questions, and you're like, that's stupid. It's not actiony and dumb enough for me to be like, that was fun.
Yeah, it's not infuriating by any means. It's just like it's just bad.
Yeah, it's just enough for me to be like, nah. But but it was short enough. But like I said, I think I said off.
That's why it's not a 3.
Yeah,
for me, because it was short.
But I said this, I think, off mic or on mic. But like, even at an hour, I was checking my watch, like, how much time left?
Yeah, see, I actually didn't have that problem with this movie.
I did.
So I mean, that's a different thing that we have.
Yeah.
I think you just think all movies are long now.
No, well, I've been watching a lot of cartoons recently because I just have no attention span for movies anymore, which is sad because I love movies.
My favorite type of cartoons are when they're 10 minutes.
Oh God, TJ, you have no idea.
When I can get through like 5 episodes in an hour, that's awesome. Adventure Time was really good for that.
Oh my God, yeah, 15-minute cartoon, 12 minutes, bet. But like, yeah, because I used to like watching TV shows, but even now, like, they just take a movie premise and make it to 8 hours. Like, come on, guys.
Well, the good thing about TV shows is they cut the episodes order down. So seasons are 24 episodes anymore.
Which is fantastic, because that shit sucks.
So now they're like between 6 and 12?
Yeah, but they make shows now bingeable, so you kind of have to watch it that way. Whereas I started watching The Sopranos, and it's not a bingeable show at all. It's not. It's hard.
I was not a fan of that show.
Okay, thank God it's not just me. I don't like mafia movies, so it's just like watching a long mafia movie. Like, I don't care.
I like mafia movies. I just didn't like it. I thought it was, honestly, when that show came out, there like, wow, anybody could die, and only like 4 people died throughout the
whole that too. It's like, whatever. It's not a mafia podcast. This is a 5 out of 4. 4? 4. It's a 4. It's a 4 out of
4 for me. Yeah. It could be a 5 for you if you want it to be.
That's not a 5 because it wasn't entertaining enough for me to be 5. It's a 4. Yeah, that's it, I guess, huh?
Well, then just end it.